Today is part one of a series of videos where I will evaluate how well honeybees thrive in a standard wooden box compared to an Anel insulated hive body. In this video, I will show you the setup, introduce the package of bees, install the queen, and check the colonies after 6 days to see if the queens were accepted. I will also present a simplified model of honeybee colony expansion when starting from packages as a basis for comparing what is observed over time to what is expected. Each week or two, I will check the expansion of the colonies as measured by capped brood. Will one be better than the other? Follow along by joining the channel, CRB Honey, and click the bell to be notified of new episodes. The bees arrived April 6th, which was cold and blustery, so I'm doing the installation inside my barn. I'm starting with a wooden box for my inventory that is perhaps 3 years old and a new Anel Insulated deep hive body. Each box has a feeder, drawn comb, and new waxed plastic foundation, all ordered the same within each deep. The hive entrances are closed, and because I was not sure how long they would be locked in, I added a gallon of 0.8 to 1 sugar syrup to each. The bees were purchased from Lap's Bee Supply in East Peru, Iowa. The queens are carniolans. There are numerous YouTube videos on how to install packages of bees, but this is how I have done it with great success over the last 5 years. I prefer packages rather than nukes because they are a little less expensive, are usually available in our area a few weeks earlier than nukes, have less issue with mites, and I have plenty of drawn comb, thus can make honey from a package the year they are installed. According to Lapsy, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing the name, the bees were treated this spring with amatraz, so the mite load should be low, but I don't plan on doing a confirmatory mite count. I have purchased bees from Lapsy for the last 5 years, and there has never been an issue. I trust them. The next day I moved both colonies to my bee yard. 6 days after installing the packages, it was time to check for queen release and to see if they were laying eggs. Unless there is a compelling reason to find the queen, I won't. Based on the large number of eggs observed in both colonies, actually more eggs than I was expecting to see, I closed up both colonies and decided to move them to a friend's place. She has a large number of apple trees and other early blooming sources of nectars and pollen, which should really help these ladies get off to a good start. What can we expect to see whenever we look inside the hive over the next several weeks? This figure shows two graphs. The black line is the total population of bees, which are the bees that came with the packages, plus then whatever bees start to emerge in about 28 to 30 days. That's 28 to 30 days because of how long it takes for the queen to be released and start laying eggs. And then the red dashed line is the bees that came in the package, and somewhere between day 38 and day 40 they are going to die off, and population of those bees will quickly go to zero. Fremont, Nebraska is the town closest to us that I could find on the National Weather Service historical temperature data. This figure shows in the brown region the average temperatures for this time of year. The blue region shown in the graph is the record lows for Fremont, which is of greater concern to me because that is when the brood may risk being chilled. The green line superimposes the number of cells that will be filled with brood at any given time in the colony. Assuming that the queen peaks at around 2,000 eggs per day, which is a reasonable assumption for a young queen, at some point there will be 36,000 cells filled with brood. This means that there will be 6 to 8 frames of brood that the bees will need to keep warm. It also means that frames of brood is peaking just as the package bee population is dying off. Low temperatures can still drop into the upper 20s and lower 30s. Will this give the Anel insulated hives an advantage? We shall see. Whether or not it is an Anel insulated hive or any insulated hive system, I hope you find this series of videos helpful. If you do wish to purchase an Anel hive and live in eastern Nebraska, please consider contacting us through our website. If you live outside the state, please go to southeastbee.com to find a dealer near you. My goal is to put a video out about every 2 weeks following the progress of these colonies. If you'd like to be notified, please ring the bell. And as always, it sure helps if you would subscribe to my channel and like this video. Until next time, thank you.